Yama, welcome to RT classes CA and CMA Guru. So today our discussion part is regarding cost accounting system. Sir, recently only you made video. Yes, that is regarding reconciliation statement, Nana. Now we are going with ledger accounts point of view because so many students requested me, sir, we want to understand the concept and please explain the particular concept in a simple manner, and if possible after the explanation please draw one particular summary of the chart itself. This is what students are expecting in related to cost accounting standard, especially ledger accounts point of view. So now when it comes to ledger accounts regarding non integrated, first the title cost accounting system. This particular video for both CA and CMA Inter people. In CMA Inter you may be call it as cost of bookkeeping itself. So this cost accounting system, if you come, when it comes to non-integrated accounting system, in this non-integrated accounting system point of view, some of the cost transactions will happen within the firm. Some of the cost transactions happen within the firm. These kind of transactions are not recorded under financial accounting system point of view, where only these transactions should be recorded under cost accounting system only. Okay, sir, which kind of cost transactions means within the firm point of view, like material issued to production. This is internal transfer. In the same way, production overheads observed. This is the one. And abnormal cost. These kind of transactions we don't record under financial accounting point of view. That is the reason we wanted to enter and record these things under cost accounting system. Okay, sir. So totally the ledgers maintained under non-integrated accounting system is stores ledger or raw material control account. Second one, working progress control account. Third one, finished goods control account. Last one, cost control or general ledger adjustment account. Stores, you may be call it as stock control account also. You may be call it as job control account also. These are all, ma'am. And another important thing is these three are real accounts. The interesting point is under non-integrated accounting system, under ledger's point of view, personal and real accounts not recorded. What Nana? Whenever you are maintaining non-integrated accounting system under cost accounting point of view, personal and real account related transactions are not recorded. Instead of this, we will replace with only one ledger account, that is general ledger adjustment account. Sir, you said these three are real accounts. 1, 2, 3. These three are what? Real accounts. Except these three, no other real accounts are not entertained under cost accounting system ledgers accounting point of view. Okay, Nama? This is an important thing you are supposed to remember. Okay? And next, continue. So now, one by one, the respective accounts, which one will open, we'll discuss. Sir, these four are, I am not saying that these four are main ledger accounts, I told. In addition to that, we may be open several ledger accounts also. Now, one by one, the respective ledger accounts also will discuss in detail. First one is raw material control account. What should be debited and what should be credited? What should be debited? What should be credited? So, any of the raw material purchased. Now, what is the entry normally raw material purchases point of view? Purchases to cash or bank or creditors account we will do. But instead of purchases, we will replace with raw material control or stores ledger control account we will open. And instead of cash, bank or creditors, I already told you personal and real account should not be opened in cost accounting system point of view. Instead of that, what is the ledger account we are opening? GLA account. This raw material purchases should be transferred from GLA. What should be credited? If any of the materials are issued to production, that should be transferred to WIP itself. Any of the material send to repairs, that should be transferred to FOH, because where you will do repairs automatically under FOH point of view. Same way, if we issue any of the material for admin purposes, that should be AOH control. For sales department, that should be SOH control point of view, we will transfer. In addition to this, if you incur any normal or abnormal losses, also should be recorded. Yeah, that should be adjusted towards that. Yeah, and one more point. Return to vendor. Same way, raw material return from production department. See how many journal entries was generated. Normally, what are the journal entries? First journal entry, raw material purchases point of view. Raw material control account to GLA account, we are writing first journal entry. So, in case the purchased material returns, then you will write down GLA to raw material control account. This is our second journal entry. Third journal entry, raw materials are issued to production. What is the journal entry? Where you are transferring work in progress. So work in progress control account to raw material control account we are writing. That is third journal entry. Fourth, if any of the indirect materials are sended or any of the materials are sended to repairs, that should be the journal entry. Fourth, factory overheads control account to raw material control account we will write. Very less situations only we will see these journal entries. Any of the abnormal things anyway you will transfer to costing P&L account. Any of the normal things should be adjusted with work in progress control account itself. and whatever the material you issued to production, that should be returned from the production department. So another fifth journal entry, that is, so you need to write at the time of sending issued to production, what is the journal entry you written, working progress control to raw material control account you written. Whenever you are returning means just pass the reverse entry. Then what is the journal entry? Raw material control account debit to working progress control account we are writing. This is debiting with WIP. So GLA account debited, working progress control account debited. Here working progress credited, FOH credited. So AOH and SOH in case if you send any material. Abnormal loss costing P&L account, and normal part with WIP, return once again with GLA. These are the 5 journal entries regarding raw material control account. Then immediately wages control account. Very easy nana this ledger account. Why? After discussion you come to know. See nana, wages means first what is the wages? Total wages paid. What is the journal entry? Wages to cash or bank. But already I told you cash or bank should be replaced with what? GLA. Very good. So that's the reason total wages paid. So this should be debited with GLA account. Okay. Then this wage is split into 2 parts. One is direct wages. Second one was indirect wages. Now you may be get ideal time and abnormal ideal time and overtime concepts also, but we never see this kind of things in the examination. In case if you come, abnormal ideal time and overtime also should be credited in wages control account. Normally direct wages will linking with WIP nana, indirect wages linking with FOH control account. Sorry, here I am writing the concerned respective accounts also. Then easy to you can remember the journal entries as well. Direct wages. What is the journal entry nana? Working progress control account debit to wages control account. When it comes to indirect wages, FOH control account debit to wages control account itself. Immediately link up with nana, FOH control account. Sir, what things will come? First important thing, incurred. Factory overheads incurred. That should be adjusted with what? GLA. What is the entry? FOH control account debit to cash or bank, but we should replace with GLA account. Same way, factory overheads point of view, raw material control will come regarding indirect material. Same way, indirect wages point of view, you will get with wages control account. Same way, factory overheads observed. This should be linking with WIP itself. Sir, why? If you remember your cost sheet, after adjustment of factory overheads, which will adjustment opening and closing, working progress will be adjusted. That's the reason link up factory overheads observed. Observed means what nana? Recovery, levy, charge. These things linking with what? Working progress. How much you will charge? It is depending upon how much you are doing production, how much you are converting. That basis how much recovery should be charged. That's the reason this is linking with working progress itself. So immediately you can link up with working progress control account. So first thing you remember, first you are sending from raw material controller regarding issue to production. Correct? Same way next nana, from factory overheads observed. Now only you send it up. That is from FOH control account. Got it? Any more nana? Any more regarding WIP point of view? Yes, very good. Direct wages part. That is from wages control account. One is raw material control, because you are issuing production point of view goods from raw material to work in progress. Factory overheads observed part should be transferred to WIP. Next, wages dividing into direct wages and indirect wages. Direct wages part should be come here. Then from whatever the things you will created with working progress control account, whatever the amount you will transfer to finished goods. This is cost of goods production cost, that should be transferred to where finished goods control account itself. Here opening and closing account balances should be common. I am not representing those things because opening and closing balance everybody knows, that's the reason. Next, immediately Nana, administrative overhead control account. Immediately what should you need to remember? Any indirect material belongs to administration will come under from raw material control account, and administrative overheads incurred, that should be come under GLA point of view. What is the entry? AOH control account to GLA we will write, because cash or bank part should not be there, it should be replaced with GLA account. Same way, administrative overheads observed, this should be transferred to finished goods. If you are a CMA Inter student, you need to remember after cost of production. That means after adding administrative overheads to factory cost, adjusted factory cost, then what you are getting? Cost of production. Then you will add opening finished goods, then you will get closing finished goods. That's the reason this should be adjusted here. So your administration is linking with finished goods. If you are a CA Inter student, after cost of goods sold, then you will get administrative overheads. So then finished goods, after finished goods you will get administrative overhead. If you are a CMA Inter student, after administrative overheads finished goods. So both are anyway. Finished goods immediately will come after administrative overheads, CMA Inter, or CA Inter after finished goods adjustment immediately administrative overheads come. That's the reason you can link up the things. Next Nana, selling and distribution overhead control account. Sir, what will come? SOH incurred. This will be debited with GLA. So where it will be transferred? Cost of sales regarding observed. Which observed? Selling and distribution overheads observed should be transferred to cost of sales account. Once you done with working progress, immediately open finished goods control account. What the things will be debited? So now working progress account should be debited regarding what? Production cost transferred from working progress to finished goods, that part, and administrative overheads observed. Now only we written here, see this part. Next, these things will be transferred to cost of sales regarding cost of goods sold. Got it ma? Finished goods point of view, that is nothing but total cost of goods sold will be transferred. Then you will open cost of sales account. What will be debited Nana here? Whatever the amount you are receiving from here, that should be finished goods regarding cost of goods sold amount. Now cost of sales amount should be transferred to costing P&L account. What should be credited? Once whatever the amount you received from finished goods and any of the selling and distribution overheads observed, these two combiningly, whatever the amount you will get, that you will transfer to costing P&L account itself. This is the part. From this part you need to open costing P&L account. What things you will debited in your costing P&L account if you open means, if you check with costing P&L account point of view, so whatever the amount you are transferring from cost of sales should be debited, any of the profit part should be debited, and whatever the sales you made should be credited, and if you get any loss should be credited. Loss or profit should be transferred to GLA account itself. So cost of sales, for whatever the amount here you are transferring from here to here should be debited, and whatever the profit you will get that should be debited, and whatever the sales you made should be credited. In case if you suffered with any loss, that should be credited. This profit or loss part should be transferred to GLA account itself. And finally, GLA account point of view, if you open, what should be debited means loss, whatever the things you will get transfer from costing P&L account should be debited, and whatever the sales you made should be credited. Yeah, and at the same time raw material purchased will be credited, and wages paid should be credited, overheads incurred should be credited, and at the same time profit what you got from costing P&L account should be credited. Yeah, this is the part you may be credited in related to GLA account majorly. Got it, ma? So now let's see once all the journal entries. Purchases first, raw material to GLA, transferring working progress to raw material control account, indirect material transfer to FOH to raw material control, any of the abnormal loss costing P&L to raw material control account. If any of the goods what you purchased return means GLA to raw material control account. Whatever the goods purchased issued to production returned means, so at the time of issuing WIP to raw material control account you return, now you are transferring return means you need to write raw material control to working progress control account. Wages part, wages control, whatever the journal entries, total wages paid, wages control account to GLA account. Direct wages, WIP link up WIP to wages control account. Indirect wages, FOH control to wages control account. Go for WIP, what should be entries? Working progress to raw material control account issued part. Then factory overheads absorbed, WIP to FOH control account. Next, the third one, direct wages, WIP to direct wages control account. So whatever the amount you will get, the closing balance or amount issued to cost of goods or transferred to finished goods. For that, what is the entry? Finished goods to WIP control account itself. If you are returning any of the goods to raw material, then you will write down, so raw material control to WIP itself. When it comes to factory overheads, what is the entries? Factory overheads incurred, FOH to GLA, factory overheads absorbed, WIP to FOH control account. Indirect material issued from raw material, then you will write down FOH to raw material control account. Indirect wages part, FOH control to wages control account. So if you are absorbing anything, you are writing WIP to FOH control account itself. And next, AOH, administrative overheads incurred and administrative overheads observed. For that, what is the entry observed part, which is linking with finished goods to AOH control account. Incurred part, what is the general entry? Administrative overheads to GLA account we will write. Same as selling overheads incurred. Incurred SOH to GLA. Absorbed, sales part linking with what? Cost of sales. So cost of sales to SOH control account we are writing. So from WIP to where you are transferring finished goods. So from finished goods to where you are transferring cost of sales. For that, what is the entry? Cost of sales to finished goods control account. When it comes to cost of sales to costing P&L account, what is the entry? Costing P&L to cost of sales account. Yama, if you got loss, that should be transferred to GLA. If you get profit, that is also should be transferred to GLA. This is the journal entries normally we will prepare and we will do the consent part. Okay, Nama. Now I will draw the simple chart in related to this. Yama, let's see. Now I will draw you a simple chart. So open these accounts. sales account, GLA account, then go with costing P&L account, then raw material control account, then wages control account, then WIP control account, then FOH control account. Here A, here write down AOH control account, then SOH control account, here under that write down finished goods control account, here cost of sales account. These are all ledger accounts we will open now. Normally sales account to GLA account to costing P&L account to raw material control, working progress, finished goods, so administrative overheads, AOH control account to FOH control account to SOH control account to wages control account to cost of sales account. Now let's see the part what should be debited in related to sales account, Nana. From here to this is sales made point of view journal entry. This is regarding Nana. Sorry, this is sales made point of view entry. This is sales transfer to P&L account. This is sales to transfer to P&L account. This is sales made point of view. Okay. Now GLA, material purchased. So this is direct material this is direct material issued to production ma. Then indirect material this is issued, indirect material issued, this is direct material issued. Majorly which are the important, those charts only I am drafting here. And same way wages paid, overheads incurred, FOH, AOH incurred, SOH incurred. This should be transferred to here. This should be transferred to here. Okay, these are all incurred part, Nana. That is C, I think so. FOH incurred under FOH. AOH incurred debited to AOH. SOH incurred should be debited to SOH. Then same way, from here to here, direct wages. From here to here, indirect wages. Okay, from here to here, that is overheads observed part. Sorry, overheads observed part. Next ma, from working progress to we will transfer to finished goods. Same way, administrative overheads transferred to finished goods. Same way, selling and distribution overheads transferred to cost of sales. Then finished goods are transferred to cost of sales. Cost of sales are transferred to costing P&L account. Then profit will transfer to this is profit transfer. Got it, ma? Yeah, we're done with all the transfers now. Yeah, SOH incurred, this is incurred, this is absorbed, this is also incurred, this is absorbed. Here incurred part, indirect material, indirect wages, so many are there. Here wages point of view, wages paid, direct wages, indirect wages. Got it, ma? I hope so you understand this particular concept, and whenever you are drawing the consent chart, little careful, because from where to where we are transferring, there I started with a dot, from where I am transferring I used the word arrow. So this is the way you can get very comfortable part in related to your non-integrated point of view ledger accounts. I hope so you understand the session comfortably, and I hope so this particular chart will make you so comfortable to transfer the journal entries also very comfortably without any putting much effort. Just spend 30 minutes of time, even before exams also you can see this particular video, and based on that you can pass any journal entry without doing mug up. And I hope so you enjoy this particular session. Please like and please share to the concerned people who are needy because of these videos, because we are putting lot of efforts to make the concerned concept very simple to you. So if you share to all your friends, these are all people also benefited. So that is the reason we are requesting you, please like and share and subscribe our channel. What is our channel, ma? RT classes CA and CMA Guru.